everybody, welcome back to my channel. It's Renee, Tanesha Renee. How y'all doing? I hope y'all having a great week. I had started this series a couple weeks ago in September, and I feel like the videos I recorded for them, let's just be honest, they were not good. Like every single one of them was not good. It was not a good, how do I put this? Because I feel like you all are gonna be like, no, it probably was fine. But they just weren't like, high quality. And I want to give you all high quality things, right? And so what I'm talking about is I feel like over the past couple weeks, September and in October, there have been some like life lessons, if you will, from pediatric psychology. And I want to share those life lessons with you because I think they're pretty interesting. And they're life lessons that I feel like extend beyond pediatric psychology. It's just like, this was a lesson that came up this week. And so yeah, I wanted to run through September's and October's. I have written them down of like the 4 weeks in September, the 5 weeks I think in October, of just like the life lessons that I've learned. I'm really excited about this series. I hope that I continue it because there are some really like tangible things that I feel like come up as a psychologist that like, especially as a pediatric psychologist, I feel like come up as like, oh, this is a lesson I'm learning at work, but like it doesn't have to stay at work, if that makes sense. And so let's talk about it. So first week of September, the life lesson was highlighting the importance of pausing. Sometimes in life, we get so wrapped up in fixing it and doing the things and moving quickly and trying to fix and solve and do things that we forget how important it is to pause and take a second and think about things before we just like jump into the next thing or jump into trying to fix something or jump into trying to figure out this problem. There are a lot of times, I think, in pediatric psychology and even just like integrating with the medical field where we have to be like, okay, I know everybody is like being reactionary. This thing is really scary that's happening to this child, or this thing is really scary that's happening to this family. But we need to take a second and pause to give our brains a chance to catch up to what's happening. Because sometimes when we're reactionary, our brains aren't thinking as clearly as it could be, as clearly as it could be, like if we took the pause, if that makes sense. And so remember that there is something special about pausing, taking a second, and letting your brain catch up. The second week of September, life lesson was rolling with the chaos. Sometimes there's just going to be chaos and you're not always going to be able to control the circumstances around you. All you can really control is yourself. And so you have to just like roll with it. There's going to be chaos going on around you, but if you can stay calm and you can just be like, yeah, it's just a chaotic week, that will serve you and serve you well, and it will take you very far. And then that week rolled into the next week of focus on what's in your control. I don't know if I talked about this on here or if it's in one of the like deleted videos that I never posted, but I applied for my licensure. I submitted all the things and like I never heard anything. I submitted it in August. I didn't hear anything until the middle of October. And so I was really upset that like my license didn't come in. I was very distraught about it. You can ask anybody who was with me, but like it wasn't serving me. Like me being distraught about paperwork and like about this other person's job and the board like wasn't serving me. Like it's beyond my control. I can't do anything about that and I can't fix that situation. And so I really had to like reframe it to myself of like, okay, I need to focus on what is in my control. I've submitted the paperwork, that's in my control. I can wait well and waiting patiently, that's in my control, but I can't make the board go any faster than they're gonna go. And so that was the life lessons of week 3. Week 4 of September, life lesson was if I can touch and serve one patient, one family, one medical team, one person. Even if me serving them is me saying hi in the hallway, not necessarily me being a psychologist to them, if I can touch and serve one person, that's powerful enough and I've done my job. Like, sometimes we get caught up in like, I think at this point in September, I was really like, oh my gosh, like I was upset about my license and I can't serve all the kids that I have been serving. But I'm like, I can also serve in other ways, like by my research. I'm working on some really cool medical pediatric psychology research. And so touching that is powerful too. Being able to say hi in the hallway to a kid that looks like they're having a hard time is powerful. One person, serving one person, one family, one like ecosystem of people a day, that is enough too. And so that was September. Now let's roll into, okay, sorry, camera died a little bit there. So October wins, or not October wins, October Pediatric Psychology life lessons. The first one was like, what I do as my job isn't the only thing about me that makes me good at my job. Like, there are things that are innately me as Tanesha, as the daughter of Antoine and Brentton. Like, there are things about me that God gave me that helped me be a pediatric psychologist. It's not that, it's, I mean, some of it is school, but some of it is me too. And so remembering that, like, what I do is a small subset of who I am as a person, and who I am as a person helps me do my job well, if that makes sense. I hope that makes sense. Maybe this life lesson isn't for you, but it is for somebody out there, and I hope that that resonates with you. Life lesson number 2 from October's Pediatric Psychologist Life is community is everything. Sometimes you just need people in your corner to hold you up when you are having a hard time. Okay, I have seen children who have these beautiful support systems and they are like making miraculous recoveries from injuries, chemo and all of these things. And I truly believe that their community and their village, their medical team being a part of their community and being a part of their village, supporting and holding these kids up really makes such a difference. And even if your community is just one person, even if your community is just your mama, that makes such a difference knowing that that person is in your corner. Life lesson number 3 from October is that the hard weeks are going to come and there will be sadness and heaviness from this job, but it is up to you and it is in your control to take care of yourself. And taking care of yourself might look different each time a hard week comes up. And so give yourself grace and give yourself time to like feel the hard week, and then also like let it go. Holding on to a hard week is not going to lessen the pain that the week had, and it will, like, holding on to a hard week will induce suffering. So there are things that are going to be painful, and there are things that are going to happen in your life that are going to suck and that are going to be miserable and that are undesirable and that you don't want to experience. And sometimes I feel like we kind of hold on to that hard week and we take it into the next week, and then we take it into the week after that, and then we take it into the week after that. And then we're almost like, because we're holding on so tightly to it, we're like almost forcibly making ourselves suffer when we could have like experienced the hard week, moped around for a day or two about it, been sad, felt all the feelings that come with a hard week, and then let it go. And then we're able to find the joy in the next weeks. And we're not suffering as much as we would be had we been holding on to this hard week. Number 4 is sometimes you have to reset. There are things that happen in a day. This kind of goes with the hard week, but there are sometimes things that derail your day. And you just gotta take a second and be like, okay, I'm gonna take the next 5 minutes. I'm gonna take some deep breaths. I'm gonna reset. What does resetting look like? Maybe I'm gonna take a walk around the building. Maybe I'm gonna drink a soda. I love a good reset with a soda. That's just me. Maybe I'm going to spend some time on social media to reset a little bit. Maybe I'm gonna do a puzzle on my phone. Sometimes you have to stop, breathe, and reset so that you can have a better day. And the last thing was, for the month of October, is find the joy in the day, find the win of the day, find one little nugget to be grateful for, because that can make the difference of a good day versus a day that has been derailed. And sometimes that joy of the day might be like, wow, this leaf is such a pretty color. Or wow, I saw a little girl smile today at me. Or sometimes my joy of the day is that I got to see the therapy dog Toby with all of his hair and he was just flopping around, and like, that's the joy and the win of that day. And so consciously finding and seeking out wins and joys and things to be grateful for will carry you through some of those tougher weeks and days. So that's September and October. We'll return to pediatric psychology life lessons in November. I hope this is helpful. I hope that you all get something from this, because I have gotten a lot out of it, of just thinking about, okay, what was the life lesson from this week? So yeah, and maybe some of the life lessons will repeat, I'm not sure. But if you've enjoyed this video so far, or if you watched this video to this far, I feel like there's something on my hair, but I feel like it might be just a gray hair. If you watched this video this far, leave a orange emoji or a purple emoji, and I will see you guys next week. Peace out. I love you all so much. Bye.